Hello everyone, and salam sejahtera to Dr. Victoria. I am Syafuddin bin Yusof from Group 8, and our team member is Lelawati Muniandi and Noatika Izzati binti Razali. Today I would like to present the first our assignment is analyzing contemporary issue in performance management. We are selected private company is Pohwat Furniture Industry, Sdn Bhd, more to manufacturing industry. This company established furniture manufacturer with experience in the international furniture business and is a subsidiary of Pohwat Furniture Resources Holding Berhad and produced in the Southeast Asia with manufacturing based in Malaysia and Vietnam and more than 30 years manufacturing excellence and listed in the Malaysian Bursa Stock Exchange since year 2000. And located Malaysia at Bukit Pasir, Muar Johor, have 5 factories situated on 9.4 hectare and produce 2 types furniture, office system and home system. At Vietnam have 2 locations, Binh Dong and Dong Nai near Ho Chi Minh City. So, this company have a vision to be a world-class furniture manufacturer and have almost 6,000 employees in Malaysia and Vietnam also. So, we go to description of performance management practice in Pohwat Furniture, and the company have a goal setting such as OEM collaborations, original recruitment manufacturer, and quality, service and competitive pricing. That's called goal setting in Pohwat Furniture. The second practice is performance appraisal. So the Pohwat Furniture have a rating scale and assessment center. Third is feedback mechanism. They use customer survey, annual reviews and whistle blowing. Next practice is development such as safety and technical training, example for lift, fire safety to all the workers for furniture. And lastly, practice is rewards. The company provide give the bonus, dividends, limited non-financial recognition to all their workers, include the new employee, even 3 months only probation. Next, we go to integration of theory and model.
Hi, my name is Noatika Izzati and I will continue with the integration of theory and models in analysing the performance management practices at Pohwat Furniture Industries. First, I will discuss on the goal setting theory by Locke and Latham. So this theory highlights 5 principles, which is clarity, challenge, commitment, feedback and task complexity. So at Pohwat, we can clearly see this applied. For example, the company set clear objectives focusing on product quality, customer satisfaction and cost efficiency. So this provides clarity for employees on what is expected. They also apply challenge by setting high but realistic sales and production targets, so in which can push employees to perform beyond their usual comfort zone. And the element of commitment is reflected in their appraisal system, where performance evaluation is directly tied to bonuses and dividends. So this creates a sense of ownership among employees. Feedback, however, is more limited since appraisals are mainly done on annual basis. So this makes it harder for employees to continuously adjust their performance throughout the year. Lastly, task complexity, which is very much present because manufacturing and design work at Pohwat require both efficiency and creativity. So while the company supports safety and technical training, more resources are still needed to help employees handle complex and innovative tasks. So to put this theory into practice, Pohwat also uses the SMART framework, goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound. So for instance, in their OEM initiative, they closely coordinate with clients on their production levels, delivery schedules and quality standards. This helps to ensure that the company-wide objectives are effectively translated into the individual employee performance. However, one limitation is that Pohwat often emphasizes organizational efficiency rather than individual career development, which is similar to other Malaysian SMEs where performance management tends to prioritize productivity over staff growth. Okay, moving on to the balanced scorecard model by Kaplan and Norton. This framework expands performance measurement beyond financial indicators, which cover four perspectives, which is financial, customer satisfaction, internal business processes, and learning and growth. So at Pohwat, the financial perspective is evident through regular dividend payments and profit reporting, which is similar to other listed firms like Top Glove. For the customer perspective, the company conducts surveys and uses feedback to improve product quality and delivery. And on the internal process side, they employ quality control, system and assessment centers to enhance efficiency. And finally, from the learning and growth perspective, we can see efforts through safety, compliances, and technical training programs. But their adoption of the balanced scorecard is only partial, while financial and operational indicators are well covered. Employee development and innovation receive less attention. Okay, moving on to the next slide, which is the identification of gaps and challenges. First, there's an over-reliance on quantitative appraisals. While measurable outcomes are important, they often overlook on crucial aspects like creativity, teamwork, and innovation. Secondly, there's lack of continuous feedback, which is also a concern. So with evaluation done only once a year, employees have fewer opportunities to adjust and grow. So in fact, studies in the Malaysian electronic sector show that annual reviews are often seen as mere formalities and not real developmental tools. Next is the imbalance in training. So Pohwat invests heavily in technical and safety training, but lack programs for leadership or career advancement. Next is motivation, which is also another challenge in the company, in which the company mainly relies on financial incentive, which may not sustain long-term loyalty. And moreover, Pohwat also faces cultural complexities due to its intentional operation in Malaysia and Vietnam. So a one-size-fits-all appraisal system may not align with the differing culture values, which potentially affecting employee engagement. And finally, there's bias in appraisals remains a risk. So despite structured tools without proper rated training, subjective judgments can still influence results. So in summary, while Pohwat system has strong foundation addressing these challenges, from fairness and feedbacks to motivation and cultural fit, it is also essential for them to improve their workforce engagement and staying competitive in the global market.
For the recommendation for improvement, we propose 6 improvements to make the PM system more balanced and effective. First, we will have a quarterly feedback cycles. Second, we have structured career pathways and mentorship. Third, we will have recognition beyond money. We propose to recognize our staff with their awards and also empowerment. Then fourth, we will have a rated training to minimize bias. And fifth is adopt performance management for cultural context. And sixth, adopt digital HR system for real-time tracking. Second, for the slide 8, we have practical implication for HR leaders. Through these implications and this recommendation for improvement, there will be practical implication for our HR leaders. For HR leaders, this means shifting performance management from compliance to development. They will build a culture of fairness, recognition, and growth. So what are the practical implications for HR leaders? They will have a stronger employee engagement and retention. Then there will be more accurate and fair appraisals. Third, they will have leadership pipeline for succession, and the innovation and adaptability will be improved, and they can make the company with more competitive advantages in global market. In conclusion, Powat system is structured and partially aligned with global models. So the major issues here is their feedback method development and fairness gaps. So implementing recommendation that we have suggested will balance organizational goals with employee needs. In conclusion, Powat has strong foundations but must enhance employee-focused practices to sustain competitiveness. For the next slide, we have references. These are our few references that we used in this one. And thank you. That's all from our group 8.